Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Runde von Fire Emblem Warriors Free Hopes. Wir sind wieder auf der Kriegskarte. Wir haben ja gesagt, wir machen heute die Hauptmission weiter, aber erstmal, ihr seht schon, wir haben ein paar Supports, die lesen wir jetzt erstmal, dann haben wir die nämlich durch. Mal gucken. Und so viele sind es ja scheinbar gar nicht. Let's go.
Tough fight, eh, Lorenz? I'm just glad we both made it back safe.
Indeed. Without your help, I surely would have met a noble warrior's demise. Thankfully, my admirers will have no reason to weep today. And for that, you have my gratitude.
Well, that took a weird turn.
Do you remember what I said before about the order of things in Folge?
Yeah, wasn't it something like, you nobles are here to protect us commoners, so we all should just be good little kids and go take a nap or something?
Well, I don't recall saying anything about naps. But yes, we nobles have an obligation to protect the common folk. However, were a commoner to take a lethal strike in a noble's stead, then we have failed in our duty. I was dangerously close to suffering that fate myself.
Okay, sure, but you would have died if I hadn't saved you.
And in doing so, you put yourself in a most precarious position. Your life could have been forfeit.
Risking my neck to save others is just what I do.
Yes, well, you were lucky to keep it unsevered this time. Mark my words, there is no reason a commoner should ever put their life on the line for a noble. I couldn't bear the thought of someone of your status sacrificing their life for the sake of my own. So do not do that again. Are we clear?
You're right. I'm sorry.
Sind wir mal nett. Lorenz lässt sich
Do
nicht
not
ändern.
mistake me. There's nothing for you to apologize for. Do I seem so selfish that I would make the person who saved my life then seek my forgiveness?
All right. No apology then. Sheesh. You're a real piece of work, you know that?
Me? How rude! I will have you know I'm quite serious about this matter.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but we can end up in that situation 100 times, and I'll save you every single one.
Astonishing. You fail to understand me after all this.
I get what you're going for, but I've got my own way of doing things. Mercenary or no, I know there's nothing worse than watching an ally die right in front of me. Especially if they're weaker than me. I just can't help but jump in to save them, you know?
Weaker? You cannot possibly mean me.
Hey, you're the one who almost kicked the bucket out there. If you don't want people rushing in to save you, then you've just gotta get stronger.
I must admit, your argument is sound. I cannot refute it. In that case, I ask you keep your eyes on me from this day forth. I shall endeavor to improve myself. The day my strength surpasses yours, my noble personage will save your commoner skin and restore the proper order to this world. Yes, this shall solve all of Fodlan's problems.
This is why nobody believes me when I say he's actually a decent guy.
Na, aber ich meine, eigentlich macht es doch Sinn, dass sich der Bürger für den Adligen opfert. Ich meine, der Bürger kann ersetzt werden. Ein guter Adliger ist nicht so leicht zu ersetzen. Just saying.
Oh, hello there. Are you doing some research?
Yeah, I was just looking through records of past battles. Figure I'll probably run into some similar situations.
That's admirable of you. I thought that someone with a mercenary background would be a little more reckless with their fighting. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. That sounded a bit rude, didn't it?
No, you're right. My fighting style was pretty loose when I was a mercenary. Actually, I can't say it's really changed that much. I've got more responsibility now, so I've had to adjust some. Any mistakes I make would only cause problems for everyone else, right?
Huh. You're much more studious than I thought. I can see why Claude trusts you so much.
You really think I'm held in such high regard?
That's what I've heard, at least. It's very impressive, especially since you're so young.
Thanks, Lysithia. And the same goes for you, too. For a kid, you're amazing at what you do.
Excuse me? Who is a kid?
Huh? Well, you are.
I must ask that you refrain from treating me like a child.
I wasn't trying to.
You said, and I quote, for a kid. I'm aware that people often treat me like a child, but to think you'd call me one directly to my face! I work harder and contribute more to this army than anyone else here. It is truly vexing that something as inconsequential as my age can dictate how people treat me.
I'm sorry. I had no idea you hated being treated like a kid that much.
This is not a matter of like or dislike. My belief is that those who fight alongside each other should treat one another as equals.
Da hat sie nicht ganz unrecht.
Well, yeah. I thought I was complimenting you as an equal, obviously.
Then there is no need for any qualifying language. You should compliment me as you would anyone else.
Hold on, didn't you tell me I was impressive for being so young? Doesn't that mean you assessed me based on my age, too?
Me saying you're impressive in spite of your age is completely different than you saying I'm pretty good for a weak little baby.
Pretty sure I didn't phrase it like that.
But it's what you meant. Oh, I should have never complimented you.
You know, an adult wouldn't get all stubborn and combative like this.
I am not being combative. I'm simply having a normal conversation with you. Is that a problem?
What about this is normal to you?
Oh Mann. Okay, müssen wir hier haben wir alle Gespräche. Haben wir hier noch ein paar?
Hey there, Ignatz!
Oh, Raphael!
I've been looking all over for you. Got a minute to chat?
Of course. With all the battles lately, we've barely had any time to sit down and rest.
Right? It feels like I don't even see you anymore. And I definitely don't have enough time to show off my muscles.
Glad to see you haven't changed at all these past 2 years. The Officers' Academy shut down so suddenly. I scarcely would have imagined we'd all end up back together as part of an army.
Same here. Oh, and I could hardly believe my ears when I found out you signed up to be a knight over with Lorenz.
To be honest, I had nowhere else to turn. I owe a great debt to him and his generosity.
Gotcha. He's not such a bad guy, that Lorenz.
I agree. Tell me, Raphael, how have you been holding up these past 2 years? I hear your family opened an inn.
Oh, yeah. Me, my grandpa, and Maya. Business is going pretty great, if you ask me.
That's wonderful. And how is Maya?
She's as sunny as always. That reminds me, she was pretty worried about you. I better write her a letter and tell her you're okay. I'm sure she wants to see you. Bet you're feeling the same way, huh?
Of course, I'd love to come and... That is, I should write her a letter.
What's wrong?
Life never works out the way you want, does it?
Huh?
Oh, it's nothing. Just thinking back to my childhood. Back then, I felt like I had the power to do whatever I wanted.
What do you mean? I still feel like that now.
You do?
Sure. I know I joined the Officers' Academy to be a knight, That option's off the table. But look at me now. I might not be a knight, but I'm fighting in a war as if I was. All you've got to do is put your mind to it, and you can do anything you want. Trust me.
Yes, I think you're right. Thanks, Raphael.
Oh Mann. Eins müssen wir noch haben, ne? Ja. Worüber könnten die zwei sich unterhalten?
Ah, there you are, Ignaz.
Hello, Lysithia. Do you need something?
I wanted to thank you for your actions in our skirmish earlier. You blocked the enemy's approach, which allowed me to maintain my position on the battlefield. I'm very grateful.
Oh, you don't need to thank me. Protecting comrades is all part of the job when you're a knight.
At first, I thought knighthood would prove to be a task beyond your ability, but you've turned out to be surprisingly dependable. Didn't you come from a merchant family?
I sure did.
Then if I may, why have you chosen to become a knight instead of taking over the family business?
Because I'm the second son. My older brother is going to take over the business.
Wie sagt man immer so schön, der Erste erbt dein Land und der Zweite ist für den König.
My father wanted me to become a knight so I could help my brother that way. It was a lot to deal with, but in the end, I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out.
It's quite commendable to choose a future based on your family's wishes.
Oh, it's not so impressive.
Your family must have been ecstatic when you were knighted.
I suppose they were.
To be honest, I am envious of you.
You are?
I am. I haven't been able to do anything for my own mother and father yet. I hope to be as strong as you and do something equally wonderful for my parents one day.
You're very considerate of your parents, Lysithia.
Also so ganz glücklich scheint er damit aber nicht geworden
And
zu
I
sein.
know how hard you work when you set your mind to something, so I'm sure you can do this too. Yes, well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
That is to say, I certainly will. Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really should be going. The work of a knight is never done, after all.
So, waren das alles Supports? Ja, das waren alles Supports. Let's go. Dann können wir uns jetzt ja um die große Brücke kümmern. Wir erinnern uns, die große Brücke war auch in Three Houses ein Chapter, was man, ich glaube, auf so ziemlich allen Routen besucht hat. Ich glaube, wenn nicht sogar wirklich auf allen. Ja, Spiel. Machst mal hin. Danke.
Sir, Viscount Phlegathon has sent an urgent appeal to reinforce the front lines on the Great Bridge.
Acheron again? How many times does that make it today?
Only the fourth. He sent 8 requests yesterday.
I'll call that an improvement then. Thanks. Just tell him, message received, keep your chin up, and good luck out there.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure it's okay to just blow him off like that? I mean, I get that it's Acheron, but...
He can deal with it. That guy would rather foist his duties on everyone else than bother to lift a finger himself. There's a reason we call him the Weather Vane. It's a cruel twist of fate that a selfish lord like him controls one of the most important points in the Alliance.
Claude, we are nearing the breaking point. My father has sent an urgent request for reinforcements.
Oh boy. Things must be getting really dire if Count Gloucester's sent word as well.
Then surely it's time for us to depart.
We just need to protect the bridge, right? Yes. If it falls into the Empire's hands, there will be no keeping the war out of Alliance territory.
I'd hate to see innocent towns and villages getting caught in the fighting.
With the way things are going, though, I think we should be ready to abandon the bridge if necessary. If we go in determined to hold it at any cost, we could end up sacrificing a lot of lives in a battle we have no hope of winning.
If worst comes to worst, it'll be up to us to evacuate as many of our soldiers as we can.
The war with the Empire won't end with the coming battle, so I want to keep our losses to the absolute minimum.
If the Great Bridge of Myrrdin falls, then Garreg Mach will be in jeopardy too.
That's true. And since Edelgard is set on toppling the central church, it probably won't end well for them. What are you going to do, Shamir? Will you return to aid the monastery?
No, I've repaid my debt to Ripple. I no longer have any ties to the Knights of Service.
All right. Then let's adjourn this war council and get moving.
Yeah! Let's do this!
For the sake of the Alliance, don't hold anything back. I'm counting on each and every one of you.
Ich hätte gedacht, dass Shamir loyaler ist. Aber gut. Gut für uns. Oh, wir müssen Graf Gloucester retten. Also was haben wir denn hier? Oh, wir können Linhard überzeugen. Ja, das machen wir doch. Wir können Gerüchte verbreiten. Damit können wir die Moral senken. Die Bollwerke, Position. Starte eine Schlacht mit einigen vertauschten feindlichen und verbündeten Positionen. Oh, wir können dann einen da in die Mitte direkt fast zum Grafen setzen. Aber dafür haben wir dann auch eine Streitmacht bei uns. Und die müssen wir uns dann gleich kümmern. Rufe eine Unterstützungstruppe herbei, um den General der Allianz beim Rückzug und Deckung zu geben. Wir machen das so. Nehmen wir mit. Okay, wir müssen ja mitkommen. Wir können unsere Position nicht mal ändern. Ich glaube, hier sind auch schon so ziemlich fast alle dabei, ne?
I'll handle this.
Cynthia sollte das fertig kriegen. Dann nehmen wir noch Raphael mit. Maria kann da auch stehen bleiben. Und plus Kavalierin fertig. Haben wir nicht viel Glas? Naja, das können wir hier eben schnell machen. So. Die Klasse hat sie auch schon fast fertig. Haben wir hier noch was anderes als Hexer? Ja, das sollten wir schon vielleicht lieber nicht setzen.
Let's clean up.
Machen wir es so, dann haben wir ein bisschen mehr Auswahl. Ich glaube, so sind wir aber gut. Wir haben ein bisschen Auswahl, wir haben von jedem etwas. Und die anderen können dann machen, was sie wollen. Das machen wir lieber so. Leonie hat ein höheres Level. Okay. Und dann mal los.
This looks bad. We might have to abandon the bridge after all. Either way, we can't afford to lose Count Gloucester. We have to secure an escape route and rescue him.
And that's not going to be easy. We'll have to take the surrounding strongholds first.
We do not hurry. My father's life will be in danger. Can we make use of the archers?
Firing a volley right about now should do the trick. Archers, attack!
So, jetzt haben wir gerade mal ein bisschen Zeit. Ach, hier ist Elkaron. So, wir müssen jetzt nicht alle zu viert da neben allen Dings sitzen.
Need some backup?
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry, you can count on me. I've got you covered.
Let's try this.
Got it.
Du gehst dahin.
Time to make a name for myself. Please, is this okay?
Alright, there's nothing these muscles can't do.
Und klar, du kannst auch noch
Let's try
noch
this.
keinen Befehl.
Let's see how this
Immer
goes.
noch dran.
Not a problem. I'm
Können
happy
wir
to
sogar.
try.
Oh, Level Up zu machen. Sehr schön.
I want to go. Alright, let's take them by storm.
It took you this long to arrive? Not that I expected much from our fraud of a leader.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got it. We're here now, at any rate.
Oh, we can skip my turn, you know. Alright, take it down.
John Foster's locked in battle in the center of the bridge. Hurry and rescue him.
We must save my father at once.
Da ist er schon.
I had hopes to achieve victory without bloodshed.
Was für eine generische Zeile.
Hi, well done. I can take it from here. Go forth and continue your assault.
Ah, Leonie, sehr schön.
I would not trust that fickle weather vane. He's liable to betray us at the slightest breeze.
Da ist auch noch eine Tour. Also gut, den haben wir besetzt. Dann bist du. Du gehst mal hier hin. Dann haben wir gleich jemanden, der sich anders
Let's try
überlegt.
this. Let's see how this goes.
Die Festungen sind auch alle besetzt.
Not a problem.
Da kommen wir noch nicht hin. Ja gut, das haben wir hier eh gleich.
We've got an escape route now, yeah?
Sobald wir hier die...
Alright, take it down.
Klaus, hast du
Let's
noch
try
einen dabei?
this.
Perfekt.
Let's see how this goes.
Können wir hier jemanden abziehen?
Not a problem.
Wollten wir ein bisschen gedeckt halten. Wir sind hier im Waffennachteil. Ja, wir können nicht.
This stronghold will fall.
I thank you. However, the situation is dire. Please cover my soldiers as they escape.
Now seems like an opportune time to curry favor with the Empire. Troops, we are defecting. Move out! Looks like Lester's weather vane can't sense the prevailing wind after all. Don't hesitate to take them out.
Naja, wir haben da gleich Leute.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Staffel 19.
You can. I'll do my best.
Wir können mehr. Das sieht gar nicht so aus, als wäre da keiner mehr.
Got it.
Dann joggen wir da mal kurz rüber.
Time to make it, please. Excuse me, is this okay?
So,
All
ist noch
right.
einer das.
You're right, there's nothing these muscles can't do.
Time to show how strong you've become.
Changing.
My turn?
We've got no choice but to abandon the bridge. Count Gloucester, order a retreat.
I shall bring up the rear and draw the enemy away. All troops, withdraw from the bridge post-haste.
This isn't our last battle by a long shot, so we can't afford to lose any more troops. Guard them as they retreat.
Ich meine, to be fair, die Story wäre ziemlich Okay, das sind unsere Leute, die zurück müssen.
Yeah, Let's do this. I'll back you up.
Let's try this. I better back them up.
Kommen wir da schon hin?
Let's try
Sieht
this.
so aus. Nee. Aber hier sind keine Schlösser vor. Man kann da halt einfach nur nicht hin.
I better back them up.
Please, excuse me.
Naja, die schaffen nicht.
Let them get away!
Hallo, Casper.
I want as few casualties as possible. We could have the support squad protect the retreating troops.
Und ihr wisst ja, wie das ist, wenn man etwas gut gemacht haben
I
will,
should
soll
have
man
never
es
thought the Empire my ally.
Yeah.
At least we disposed of one problem. Is it safe to retreat now?
Und, Level up.
Yeah.
Okay, der hat, weißt du? Was hat denn der? Er ist ein Faustkämpfer, ja. Da sollte Leonie eigentlich bestens für den gewaffnet sein. Naja, nicht ganz.
Time to make a name for myself.
Dann können wir noch Hilda dahin
Yeah,
schicken.
let's do this. Don't worry,
Und um
I
den hier kümmert sich da
Nächsten
schon hier. Hier ist noch eine Methode.
Sorry, but I'm not letting anyone escape. Get in my way and I'll knock you flat.
Caspar, is that you? No way am I gonna let you stop him.
So, die sind hier soweit eigentlich ganz... Naja, nicht ganz. Da gibt's ein bisschen Ärger.
Alright, here I go. There's
Aber wir haben ja noch
you
ein paar
can
Leute.
count on me. I'll do
Der
my
hier ist immer halt
best.
schon fast da.
Please,
Dann können wir Marianne auch
Excuse me.
mal einsetzen. So, die geplant hat, war eigentlich
No problem, I got it.
I'll go in front. We can skip my turn, you know.
Take a breather.
No problem.
It's my turn.
der Schütze nur weiter an den Gegner ran.
You're pretty tough, but I'm not gonna back down now.
Caspar, are you alright? Honestly, must you always rush off by yourself like that?
Ach, die ist schon da. Die sieht man ja auf der Karte gar nicht. Den braucht sie noch länger. Und den hat sie gleich. Wir haben's gleich. Dauert nur noch ein bisschen. Dann hat Marianne den Schlüssel.
Please, excuse me. is...
Der Fall hat nicht. Ausweichen.
I can't give up now.
Maybe I should stop. Always be prepared.
Hey!
Linhart, what are you doing? The enemy's gonna get away!
You would have died if you kept...
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, der ist auch gleich da.
fighting. You need to pay closer attention to what's going on around you.
Yeah, let's do
Da
this.
ist noch einer. Da.
Don't worry, I won't slack off. Not a problem.
Kümmert euch da mal eben drum. So. In der Zwischenzeit kann Leonie schon mal nach unten gehen. Dann haben wir wenigstens auch was zu tun. Dann haben wir das auch.
Now we have to guard against any enemy generals in pursuit. Withdraw once everything is secure.
Yeah, they're not gonna let us just waltz out of here. Target the enemy as soon as they pop their heads out.
I guess we probably shouldn't let them escape. Shall I open the gate to draw them in?
Also eigentlich macht es keinen Sinn, dass er uns einfach so auf der Flucht.
If there's one thing Linhart hates, it's a pointless fight. We might be able to convince him to surrender.
Ja. Also so viele Menüs hier und
Yeah,
Einblendung.
let's do this. Got it.
No. Kämpfer.
Time to make a name for myself.
Da gehen wir
Not a
hin.
problem.
Und vermitteln.
Switching it up, huh?
Two places?
I really don't have much choice, do I? Sometimes you have to fight even when it's a pain.
Armer kleiner Linhart.
Has the Valley of Torment frozen over? I never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
Vielleicht kann ich wieder Plausch mit einem Magen. Auf der anderen Seite kriegen wir wenigstens weniger Schaden, weil wir eine hohe Resistenz haben sollten.
Just let me rest.
So.
Don't you dare even think about dying for me!
I will do what I want, though I would prefer to avoid any squabbles with you.
My moment has arrived! Gotcha! Bring me all you want!
So, macht er nicht nochmal mit uns.
You know you'll end up dead if you keep going, right? So just surrender already.
You could have said as much before you beat me up. You're all cruel, you know that? But fine.
So, wir haben den Hand rekrutiert. Sehr schön.
You were never the type to fight to the death anyway. If anything, I'm relieved. You encountered Linhart, huh? Sorry to ruin your fun, but I'm taking him back.
Is he the only enemy general left? Then let's take care of him before reinforcements arrive.
If we can spare the effort, wouldn't it be preferable to take out all...
Gut. Oh Gott, wir sind ja alle hier.
All right, here I
Gehst mal kurz
go.
die Tour.
Going ahead.
Okay,
I've got it.
du gehst dahin.
Let's give it a shot.
Mach einfach mitkommen. Sie ist ein bisschen langsam
Excuse me.
unterwegs, ist die...
Is this a...
Das
You can
Bollwerk,
count
was
on
ziemlich am
me.
nächsten ist.
I'll do my
dahin.
best.
Let's try this.
Okay. Dahin.
Let's see how this.
Not a problem.
Und wir kümmern uns jetzt um
I've got
Casper.
this.
Ach, Leonie kümmert sich hier im Bollwerk um die
Got
auch gut.
Time for the nearby strongholds.
Might be too careful.
Let's clear it up.
Aber cool, dass die Eskorten so doch auch weiterkommen. So mehr selber.
Let us take them by storm.
Diese Eskorten konnten da ja ohne Probleme die Soldaten eskortieren.
No, not yet. Still
Sorry.
Hey, it's my turn.
Und hier sind wir los im Hausquartier.
Switching it up, huh? Give me a break.
Ja. Die stehen gerade alle bisschen beieinander.
Take a breather. I'll protect you.
I got this.
I'll protect you.
Don't let anyone get away.
Seriously, no one? I've got you now.
Fine, you can keep Limhart
I
then.
owe you one.
I can't die here.
Oh, irgendwie.
Now we don't have to worry about them chasing after us. Let's get a move on and.
Ach, das ist nur Lucy.
Yeah, let's do
Oh, die
this.
Festung ist zu. Lucy ist eingesperrt.
Don't worry, I won't please. Is
Treat before. What's that?
You appear to be outmatched, Caspar. Allow me to show you all the full might of the Empire.
Reinforcements already arrived, and I have no other option. House Gloucester hereby swears fealty to the Empire. Cease fighting and throw down your weapons. Further resistance is futile.
What? Fall back! We need to get out of here!
Lord, what is the meaning of this? Father, why are you surrendering to... Father!
Naja, gut, dass das zwar abgeschlossen ist. Die ist jetzt ein bisschen später.
Pause. What is the meaning of this? Has the Alliance forsaken my father?
Far from it, Lawrence. Just calm down and we'll talk this through.
How am I to remain calm at a time like this? The noble House Gloucester has been relinquished to Imperial control!
Considering his position, I'm sure Count Gloucester anticipated this possibility and has already laid the groundwork to switch sides. I doubt the Empire will lay a finger on your father.
So you've been thinking Count Gloucester might surrender all along?
The Count's greatest concern has always been keeping the people of his territory from getting swept up in the war. It only stands to reason that he'd prefer a noble surrender to a lengthy, bitter resistance.
I expect House Ardelia will follow suit and pledge fealty to the Empire.
Lawrence? Shouldn't we be returning to the Count?
If we go back to House Gloucester, we will no longer be able to fight for the Alliance. Is that what you desire?
No, of course not. Far from it.
I intend to remain with the Alliance army as well. Assuming that's all right with you, Claude?
I wouldn't have it any other way. This war has only just begun, after all. Since we've lost the bridge, the Imperial Army will soon descend upon Leicester itself. We can't allow them to run rampant over our land. It's time to redraw the battle lines.
Es hätte zwei Möglichkeiten gegeben, das zu verhindern. Die erste, wir machen die Brücke einfach kaputt. Wo eine kaputte Brücke ist, kann keiner rüber. Einfach und leicht umzustellen. Möglichkeit Nummer 2, das Kaiserreich hat kein Beef mit der Allianz, das will zur Kirche. Wenn wir sagen, wenn ihr auf einer festgeschriebenen Route bleibt, dürft ihr die Allianz durchqueren nach Garrick-Mark. Absolut kein Problem. Das wäre Möglichkeit Nummer 2 gewesen. Es gibt also keinen Grund, warum wir uns in diesem Schlamassel befinden sollten.
Ja.
Wir werden ja wohl irgendwie eine Brücke kaputt machen können. Ich meine, die Magier können fliegen. So halt, die werden doch sicherlich genug Sprengstoff irgendwie auftreiben können, um halt so eine Brücke kaputt machen zu können.
This'll make.
I'm not.
Aber gut, irgendwie muss die Story hier ja am Pfad kommen. So halt, wäre eine ziemlich kurze Route, wenn wir sagen würden, wir machen mal die Brücke kaputt, dann kommen die da nicht rüber. Dann wäre der Pfad hier ganz schnell vorbei.
Ja.
Oh, das sind ein paar Klassenwechsel, sehr schön. Leonie ist mit Kämpferin fertig und Lycidia ist mit der Priesterin fertig. Sehr gut.
I have this
Oh, da war ein Goldbeutel in der Schatztruhe. Ja, wir haben jetzt Linhardt. Er ist auf Level 41. Naja, bald nicht mehr.
Everyone here? Well, let's get right into it. We have to figure out exactly where we stand in this war. As you all know, the Empire has taken the Great Bridge of Myrrdin. The Imperial Army now occupies what was formerly House Phlegethon territory. House Gloucester has surrendered to them as well.
Doubtless an agonizing decision on my father's part.
House Ordelia, to the east of the bridge, has also vowed not to take up arms against the Empire.
We had precious little in the way of arms in the first place. You have my deepest apologies. You don't have to apologize, Lycidia. Count Ordelia did what anyone would have done.
And now Lorenz and Lycidia can't even go back home.
That's not all. After the battle, the Imperial Army crossed Gloucester territory and attacked Garrick-Mark. Rhea and the rest of the Central Church have apparently fled to the kingdom for sanctuary.
Then I suppose none of us will be able to visit our old school anytime soon.
I hope no one from the church was hurt.
There's no point in worrying about it now. But they're all tougher than you think.
Now that the monastery has fallen, the front lines are rapidly expanding north. It won't be long before Deirdre is within their reach. And if our capital falls, the Alliance goes with it. We have to stop them there, no matter the cost.
That all sounds well and good, but how large of an army will you even be able to raise at this point?
I don't think House Edmund will be able to send more troops. I'm sorry.
Which means House Goneril is the last of the 5 great lords upon whom we can rely.
I'm not so sure the combined forces of Houses Regan and Goneril will be enough to hold off the whole Empire.
We'll just have to work with what we've got. And let's not forget the hero of Daphne.
Who?
He speaks of Judith, the head of House Daphne. She was once counted among the 5 great lords.
We can definitely count on her. It helps that she seems to really like Claude for some reason.
But we can't expect much from her in terms of sheer numbers. Any chance the kingdom could send troops?
I doubt they'll have any to spare. They've just started engaging the Empire themselves over in the west of Farts. And besides, I'm not sure how much we can really trust them. I still have no idea what's going on in Dimitri's head.
Well, we have an idea of how big our army's gonna be, if nothing else. What's the plan?
I'm still working that out. For now, all we can do is hold our ground and fight with everything we've got.
You can always count on me. And my muscles.
Thanks, Raphael. That unfounded confidence of yours is like music to my ears.
Lady Rhea, Seventh. I'm relieved you both made it out unharmed. It appears we arrived just in time.
You have our utmost thanks for aiding in our retreat, Your Majesty. I can only apologize for the trouble we may have caused your outfit.
King Dimitri, I cannot express just how grateful I am to you and all the fine people of Fargus.
The honor is mine. Your order provided me with immeasurable aid during my ascension to the throne. My citizens would have branded me a heathen had I not returned the favor.
Ich habe ein Déjà-vu.
And now it seems we are the ones who owe a debt. The Church shall provide whatever assistance it can to your efforts.
If you see it prudent, I have no objection to placing the Knights of our Order under Kingdom command.
Thank you both. While it pains me to qualify our hospitality, this kingdom is not a wealthy one, neither in goods nor provisions. I fear we may struggle to compensate your soldiers, or even to feed them.
You needn't trouble yourself with such concerns. Your generous offer of shelter will be more than enough.
Very well. We've lingered here long enough. Let us make for Ferdinand. There's much to discuss. Church, kingdom, and the battles to come.
Also bis jetzt
It
ist die
seems
Story
the
noch
Leicester
ziemlich gleich,
campaign
ne?
is proceeding smoothly.
Indeed. Count Gloucester's timely surrender allowed us to advance with minimal casualties. Ferdinand's battalion is tightening the noose around House Regan's territory as we speak. The Minister of Military Affairs is making the necessary preparations to move his forces into the Alliance as well.
Once Count Burghley's takes the field, we won't have anything to worry about on that front.
Yes. And at the moment, we have little choice but to divert most of our military might to our conflict with Fargus on the Western Front. I fear Count Rowe's abrupt change in allegiance will have only served to further provoke the kingdom's army.
Ah, yes, him. He disregarded our timetable and launched an attack on the kingdom without our approval. And in doing so, has done nothing but make trouble for the Empire. Still, we can hardly afford to abandon him.
We have led our vassals to believe the Empire will always come to their aid. What a troublesome policy that has turned out to be.
The policy may be irksome, but we will not fail to honor it. Dispatch immediate reinforcements to Count Rowe.
Understood. And what message shall I send to Count Burghley's?
I'm still a little wary of the Alliance's plans, but tell him we leave matters in his capable hands.
Wieso kommt ein automatisches Speichern direkt vom Speicherbildschirm? Das macht reichlich wenig Sinn.
Golden Wildfire. The Golden Guardian. After Count Gloucester's surprising defection, the Empire's invasion of Leicester begins in earnest. The Alliance Roundtable unravels, and the region descends further into chaos. Yet the Alliance does not yield. Claude takes command and rallies his comrades, insisting that so long as they can withstand the Imperial onslaught on Regan territory, they will survive.
And that's where things are. It's only a matter of time before the Imperial army marches on Regan territory.
Once again, Margrave Edmund is only offering financial support instead of troops.
My apologies. I'll do all I can on the front lines in my adoptive father's stead.
And on top of that, he sent his adorable daughter to risk her life on the battlefield. Unbelievable.
I'm so sorry for the trouble.
You have nothing to apologize for. The blame rests squarely on your father's shoulders. Mark my words, the next time I see him...
I think we get the picture, Judith. Save that fire for the battlefield. We're finally free of Count Gloucester and his overbearing pompousness. You don't need to go filling his shoes.
Isn't that exactly why you called me here? If I'm to fill his seat, I assume I also get his right to complain. Honestly, what's going on? The Alliance is facing an unprecedented crisis, and these great lords can't even show up to their own round table.
House Ordelia has no ability to resist the Empire, given our location and lack of military power. Were my father to take his seat at the round table now, the Empire might interpret it as a show of defiance.
I take it that means House Ordelia won't be contributing to the Alliance in any way. 2 of the 5 great lords have effectively forfeited their seats. Why not fill Ordelia's chair with someone like Viscount Seaward?
Not happening. Can you imagine the fuss Albany and Burgundy would kick up when they learned we only asked Seaward to participate? Those 3 houses have always been treated as equals. Besides, I doubt Viscount Burgundy could come even if we did invite him.
House Burgundy's circumstances are much the same as House Ordelia's. In fact, their position may be even worse than ours.
How are we supposed to stop the Empire like this? House Goneril was supposed to swoop in and save our skins, and even they couldn't bother to attend.
Leave it to my brother to eat some bad mushrooms just before an important meeting.
Don't you make excuses for him. If Holst couldn't make it, then the Duke should have come himself.
House Goneril has already pledged their full support. They're not the problem here.
Then why waste our time with this conference?
Our troops were provided by the Alliance's nobles. You know we can't act without a resolution from the Round Table, even if it is a mere formality. And anyway, the entire Alliance needs to be on the same page if we're going to coordinate our military strategy.
Well, as I said, I'm afraid there's not much House Ordelia can do, even if we are informed.
Be that as it may, we still have to get this done. Let's move on and discuss our strategy for the battles to come. This is it, folks. Right now, we need everyone focused on defending Deirdre. Here's the plan.
Wir werden ihn nie fragen. Außer wenn es soweit ist.
When we fought the Empire at the Great Bridge, it looked like they had a number of mercenary groups working for them. And yet, I didn't see any sign of Gerald's company among them.
It's not like that was the only battlefield, and there's no shortage of mercenary companies.
That's true. And you don't have any inkling of when the Empire is going to launch their attack on Deirdre?
No clue. They could strike tomorrow for all I know.
Then I imagine there's no time to waste in formulating a plan and fortifying the city's defenses.
Yeah. If we lose the initiative, the battle's practically over.
If that's the case, then why are all of you just idling the days away?
The army can't act until Claude returns from those meetings. It's like no one can even sneeze around here without it turning into an endless debate. A king or emperor can make things happen with a wave of their hand. I guess it's not so simple when you're leading an alliance.
Ruling by consensus may work in peacetime, but it seems to have a distinct disadvantage during a war.
Hey, Claude's calling for us. Sounds like the round table's finally over.
We better get going. If we don't hurry, all the food will be gone.
It's not a banquet, you know. It's a war council. But yeah, we should move. I'll be right there.
Sind die gerade aus der Steinwand gekommen?
Let's start with introductions, shall we? Allow me to present the head of house staff, the Honorable...
The name's Judith. I'm joining the War Council at the invitation of our supreme leader here.
It is a pleasure to see you once more, Lady Judith. I am heartened to know that we will be fighting at your side.
You're Gloucester's kid, right? You've grown into quite a handsome boy over the last few years.
I'm sure all the men here seem like little boys to someone like Judith.
Ah, Duke Goneril's daughter. You've grown quite lovely yourself. You'll be outshining me in no time.
Are you kidding? I've got a long way to go before I can compete with you.
I don't really know what you two are talking about, but I think I'm ready for it to be over. Let's start the briefing.
So, you want us to hamper the Imperial Army's advance in order to delay their arrival at Deirdre?
That's right. And we'll use every bit of time we gain to tighten up our defenses around the capital in preparation.
Then we have to avoid losing too many of our allies before the battle in Deirdre.
Exactly. Hold them off as best you can, but the second you're in any real danger, I want you to fall back.
It's easy enough to order retreat after retreat, but I don't see how that's supposed to win the day.
Do you really think we can win like this?
I wish I could tell you that victory is all but certain, but honestly, it could go either way.
Not toll.
Ultimately, our goal is just to buy time until the defenses are ready. And if we can just stop them from taking Deirdre...
Claude, I have to ask, are you keeping some kind of incredible top-secret plan from us?
Sure, I may have something up my sleeve, but it won't amount to anything if we fail to protect Deirdre, I can promise you that.
But if we succeed, then this plan of yours will get us out of our predicament? If that's the case...
Yes, and there's still hope.
You kids are all so young. Don't do anything rash and get yourselves killed, alright?
Alright, let's reclaim all that time we wasted on the roundtable conferences. Watch each other's backs out there. I know we can do this.
Dann mal gucken, wo es jetzt hingeht. Dahin. Und wir wollen dahin. Gut, dass wir darüber geredet haben. Du hast jetzt alle Verbündeten eingeladen, mit denen du auf Expedition Unterstützung C oder höher erzählt hast. Ich meine, du kannst. Nicht du hast.
Got a minute?
Hey, hast du kurz Zeit? Naja, Zeit ist übertrieben. Die Folge geht schon ziemlich lange. Wir schauen uns beim nächsten Mal an, was Claude von uns will. Wir machen jetzt erstmal eine Pause. Sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Ich hoffe, ihr seid auch wieder mit dabei. Bis zum nächsten Mal und ciao.